Recent feedback I've received on the channel is I have some members who watch videos on occasion and comment occasionally who are curious where I see the improvement from Jalen Hurts' game. Stick with me, I'm going to show you where the subtle improvements were on film from last week. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, Division Rivals? This is Steven Hyder, Gate City Sports Channel. Sports Channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Today's topic, we're going to talk about some of the subtle things you can learn from film when we analyze quarterback play. That leads me to suspect that the coaching changes we've seen, from the meetings with Jalen Hurts to Brian Johnson coming down and working with Jalen Hurts to Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni creating a more fluid communication avenue between one another, is paying dividends in the development of a quarterback. So stick with us because I think there are really a couple of things that are very important to follow. I want to start off with a very simple concept from quarterback play. This comes with every pocket awareness drill. I'm talking about the glide and slide technique, also known as why Tom Brady doesn't get sacked on almost every other play. Oftentimes, when you are looking at something like the slide and glide technique, what is the telltale sign that a quarterback is utilizing this very common practice drill? Look at the shoulder, guys. It's normally your shoulder, and it's normally the front shoulder. You'll see like this really subtle kind of dip, like it's coming forward toward you, right? And that's just preventing that outside pass rush, guys, from getting to you. Oftentimes, that's kind of the subtle manipulation where you'll hear people say, like, step up into the pocket. It's kind of that idea of the slide and glide. It's the concept that you start off with that shoulder, you move kind of forward with it to avoid the edges, and then you slide. You're going to slide yourself off then to either the left or the right. So you're looking for the dip of the shoulder, and then you're looking for that movement, then going laterally. So that way, you're staying in the pocket. You're not really necessarily a threat to run the ball out of the pocket yet, but you can become that. But more importantly, guys, it's keeping your eyes down the field on your target. And we see on this play, it was a major completion to Dallas Goedert, and this has a lot to do with the technique. And we also learned later that Brian Johnson was working with Jalen Hurts pre-game on a lot of this stuff to make sure we were ready to execute this stuff. This is, I'm sorry guys, it's A+ coaching. That is A+ coaching, and you see the result of what you practice leaking out onto the field. This is what you want to see from a football team. The second big thing that I saw on the All-22 from Jalen Hurts that just, I was like, yes, this is what I want to see. It's the idea of playing unscheduled football, otherwise known as do not leave the pocket too early, right? You see the defenders, you see the blitz, guys. Do not go off schedule. Do not leave that pocket. Replace the blitz with the football. You know they're going to be coming one side or the other. Wait for them to reveal it and replace that defender with the football. What happened when we did that? Touchdown Devontae Smith. That's an important thing to see because that was one of the big things I pointed out during the offseason. When I went back and I watched the film and I showed you guys what kind of happened in that Dallas game to where we saw a little bit of the coming back down to earth with Jalen Hurts. I talked about the fact that there were opportunities on the field that we missed, and that game could have been a lot closer last season than what it was. We missed opportunities because they brought pressure. Replace the defender with the football. Jalen Hurts did that. It resulted in a touchdown. These things may not seem like big deals. They're huge deals, guys. I mean, this is the growth and the development of a player. I'm liking what I see from the film. Yes, guys, we can make the argument about the attempts and, we're only judging a handful of throws and there's got to be more. I hear you. But hang on. Let's get to the last subject of this video. All right. Last part of this video. So, we all know the elephant in the room here, right? To begin with, we reset things, right? We took a step back. We became very dependent upon the running game. No doubt. Nobody's claiming otherwise. We went back to try to reset the offense. Is it paying dividends is what I'm worried about, right? I mean, at some point, we all realize that the offense has to expand a little in the passing game. So, when the expansion happens, have we saw enough improvements from the quarterback to be able to expand that offense Whether or not it's a more balanced approach or becomes a pass-happy approach once again at some point in some time, that's the million-dollar question, guys. It's a question I can't tell you. All I can tell you is what the film shows you in the current moment and what I see from the development of the player that is being analyzed. I'm seeing those subtle things being done correctly that would lead me to believe at some point, if you're the head coach, if you're the play caller, if you're the guy designing offensive concepts, you got to give the young man the opportunity to try to expand just a little more. I'm not saying throw the ball over 35 times on a routine basis, guys. I do think that after 2017, we got a little full of ourselves and started doing that. I think that there were times where we had opportunities on the field we left behind because we got a little pass happy. It's all about the matchups, guys, right? I mean, there's going to be some games you're going to throw the ball over 35 times. There's no doubt about it because you're playing by the matchup. There's going to be other games if you're being balanced where the run's going to take the lead. You've got an advantage, and you just want those offensive linemen to push back, and you want to set the tone. That's what we're looking at, guys. To me, it's no more complex than that. Add in, we're developing and we're analyzing a young football player. When you get the expansion over the offense, now that we've reset it, can we see those subtle changes in higher quantity, higher volume? It's as simple as that to me, guys. Anything else is all nonsense and all just chatter around the conversation from people who largely have never played, never coached, never developed, and they don't know what they're talking about, to be quite honest. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time and attention, guys, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Let's go, Birds.